think one of the fantastic things for me was how quickly those steps actually turned into the goal, and it was a lot earlier than I expected, and I think a lot earlier than most people expected as well. So it's you know, for me, my family, my friends, and my team, and for all the people that support me, it's been a fantastic year. And you know, to be here 2 days before the race, I'm not in the best condition I've been in. You know, after a long break, which I definitely needed after last year. You know, I'm just very excited to be here, and you know, to be with a team like Garmin is, you know, they're not just a World Tour team. I think they're one of the best, and you know, to be part of a team that gets a start, it's pretty cool.
At this moment, I feel quite good. So we start the season and also in a different place, because always I start in Mallorca or in Europe, and now it's in Australia with the really hot weather.
Yeah.
So I think can be good for the condition, and also to start in a different team and also in a different race. I think it's good for the motivation.
I have a good season, but after Tour de France, before I was the first part, I have a little unlucky in Qatar. I was a crash. Then after the crash, is coming. Then in Belgium, the first part of Belgium. Before the Flanders, I get a salmonella. And I must one mount, nothing training, and then little start before the tour, and after tour I have a good season.
D'accord.
Donc c'était un petit peu l'idée, comme on allait débuter tôt la saison en Australie. C'est vrai que si en plus vous arrivez un peu juste 1 kilomètre, ça roule déjà vite, donc c'est important de pouvoir faire le programme convenablement, surtout au mois de décembre.
Actually asked for it.
All right.
Yeah, because I think it's, I wanted to do something else. I think if the race comes a bit earlier, it's maybe also easier to motivate yourself during the winter, because you know it's not that far away anymore and you have a closer goal. So
What kind of goals?
yeah, but a closer goal in the sense of that that the race is closer. You know,
All right.
I need to be a bit more ready, maybe already in January. So maybe I'm one step more in front than other years, and yeah, I had to focus also on a lot of core training. So no, so far I'm really pleased with my preparation.
I was very happy with it, you know.
All right.
It's something, time trialing is something that I'm really looking forward to getting back to my old level. You know, obviously, you know, 5 or 6 years ago I was on top of the world, and kind of, I think, got a little bit sick of it. You know, it's a really intense discipline. So having some little bit of time off and just needed time to regather it, and obviously I had a few bad years with illness.
All right.
But it's a long road back, and I feel like I'm starting to come back. So.
Cool Romain, dans un premier temps, explique-moi un peu comment ça s'est passé aujourd'hui, les premières sensations pour le petit critérium là.
C'est comme l'année dernière, je sens que ça roule très vite.
Ouais.
Il y a vraiment des grosses équipes qui ont des gros coureurs pour rouler, donc je sais pas encore la moyenne qu'on a fait, et je pense que c'est bien au-dessus de 50. Donc voilà, non, c'est rapide. Et, bon, après pour le sprint, j'essaie de prendre la route Petaki, mais bon, il était aussi à bloc, je pense, comme plusieurs Européens. Il n'y a que Greppel vraiment, je pense, qui sort un peu la tête de l'eau, mais bon, voilà, c'est sympa. Et je pense que sur les autres étapes, il y aura plus d'opportunités, parce que là c'est vraiment dur, il y a beaucoup de relances. Donc c'est quand même, logiquement, il faut être quand même vraiment très bien pour pouvoir sprinter dans le dernier tour. Mais bon, je pense que voilà, je suis pas trop loin, ça va.
I think it can be good also for the morale, and I will see it's a different thing, and also different a lot of different riders, because different countries, and I think it's a good choice.
Le gros du problème, c'est un déséquilibre musculaire suite à des problèmes notamment que j'avais au niveau de la hanche et du dos, qui ont un peu créé un petit peu tout ça. J'ai vu pas mal de spécialistes qui m'ont fait un diagnostic. Et donc voilà, ça a créé un déséquilibre et j'ai du mal à faire de la force, à appliquer la force avec la jambe droite. Mais bon, pour l'instant, en dehors du vélo, j'ai un travail de renforcement que je continue à faire, des traitements par le biais de massage.
D'accord.
Donc voilà, je suis en train de travailler. J'espère que ça va évoluer dans le bon sens d'ici les prochains mois.
Every race I started, I was winning, you know. And the thing that was frustrating for me was I wanted to get to harder races, and it was like the racing itself was what was holding my form back, because I wasn't necessarily being stretched every race. So for me, I was just waiting for the opportunities to actually race in the bigger races. So for me, the Herald Sun was my biggest race of the year, and for me, I had been in good form all year, and I was just waiting for the opportunity to really win something big. And then I won that, and my confidence was up, and then Japan Cup was the next race. And you know, it's something about my personality is I never start a race unless I think I can win, or at least be part of something that's winning, like a team. And you know, the guys that I raced against in those races, whilst it's Basso and Konego and, you know, Kruzega, you know, guys that are up here, for me it was, I knew how good I was going, and that's the only thing I could control. So I didn't care who they were on the bike, because I just wanted to win the race. And you know, I think that sort of attitude there made a difference, because I think, you know, a lot of the guys in my team, you know, really rode for me there, and they trusted that I could do it because I showed them the confidence. And that was what was great, was that we won against, you know, these guys, but in the hardest races. So for me, the thing I'm looking forward to the most this year is having harder races and learning and trying to build from there.
Yeah, now it's different. I have to do the Tour de France.
I want Tour de France.
All right.
I want to win one stage.
Yeah.
Then I go to Olympic, and we'll see. It's the Olympic Games in the one race, but never know. I was always after Tour in the good form, and I hope this year is the life. We'll see.
I've always been good as a time trial, you know. That was my forte as a young rider, and it's something that I lost, and something I really want to work hard to get back.
Yes, it was a good season. I think I did a good job in the Tour also, even when I was quite tired in the last week because I had a tough program before and I was sick in the last week of the Tour. But I think it was a good season, but I saw at the end of the season that I have probably, even with my victories and my good season, potential for more, and I'm really hungry of showing this year.
First objective is Milan-San Remo for sure.
I think a lot of races are lost because people give up, you know, and in racing I think it's important that people realise you can't make time, you can only lose time. So if you're always thinking about never losing, not necessarily winning but never losing, I think that's an important step to think about. And you know, I'm not exceptional at anything on the bike yet, and I think the thing that Garmin wants to do is find what I am exceptional at and work with that. So I think the next 2 years are going to be about discovering a lot about me as a bike rider, and you know, I'm excited to find out what I can do.
I think I've got a nice program, and there's not too many race days. You know, again, I have to keep my illness in the back of my head and not do too much.
Yeah.
But it should have me arriving at the Tour with around 40 race days, which is enough.
I don't need to hide my aspiration. I like winning races, and I think you got to want to win races to win them. So, you know, if the opportunity arises, I want to be ready. But if my opportunity is to help someone else win a race, it's my job. So I think, you know, I would like to win a race or 2 or 10 or 20, you know. As many races as you can win is fantastic, but there's no rush. But my ambition is to win races.
I heard that it's adapted, so we'll see. It's one-day race, also with maximum 5 riders per team. So there's it's not easy to control the race, and we'll see. It's very far.
Tu t'attends encore à une grosse différence de niveau entre les Australiens et puis ceux comme toi qui viennent d'une préparation hivernale un peu plus compliquée, on va dire.
Oui, voilà, non, mais je sens carrément, c'est clair que je sens que je manque de puissance. Quand il faut relancer dans les relances, par rapport à certains, je suis obligé de mettre un peu plus de vélocité. Donc voilà, mais bon, je pense que ça devrait s'arranger bientôt. Et sur un parcours si mieux, j'espère pouvoir gagner.
Quand même quelques ambitions alors ouais, pour une victoire d'étape.
Bien sûr, ouais. L'année dernière, une fois je fais 4e en touchant les barrières à 100 mètres sur 10 mètres. Donc voilà, non, j'étais loin d'être le plus fort, mais si on oublie de freiner dans les virages, ça peut le faire.
Dernière question, il y a Kenny aussi dans l'équipe, je crois qu'il est tombé aujourd'hui apparemment.
Ouais.
Tu es le seul leader ici ou comment ça se passe?
Non, on est tous les deux à être là. Après on n'a pas l'équipe pour emmener, pour faire un train, pour rivaliser avec Greenedge, Lotto et Sky. Même Rabobank qui a l'air d'avoir une très forte équipe, on l'a vu. Voilà, on va essayer de jouer un petit peu notre carte comme ça et pourquoi pas d'aller décrocher une victoire ou un accessit.
Tony's great success during the last year is not really in the big German media or in the public, which is a shame because he did an incredible year. And I think it's more up to the press, it's not results, because I think a lot of guys showed excellent results during the whole year. But it needs some time, I think, to have a great comeback for cycling in Germany.
On a beaucoup de doutes. Mais bon, eux justement m'ont toujours témoigné, c'est là où j'ai eu beaucoup de chance et que j'ai vraiment apprécié parce que j'ai eu un soutien incroyable de la part de toute l'équipe, des dirigeants, et ils m'ont toujours laissé pas mal de tranquillité et mis toutes sortes de pressions de côté pour justement me donner aussi la chance de pouvoir essayer de récupérer à 100%.
Yes.
It is sure it's your last season now?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Because I decided to continue because the Olympic Games, and also I was not really happy with the season, so I would like to finish my career in a good, with a good feeling.
Right. I can contribute, to the team in many ways. And one of the reasons why they brought me on is because I can make fast tactical decisions on the road. I think I've been around long enough and ridden with enough big riders to know how to win major stage races. And though I haven't won one, I've been kind of around a lot of people in the past that have succeeded in them. And I think I can contribute on that side of things, certainly. And though I can't climb with the Alberto Contadors, and I think I can get quite close and I can be there until until the hot part of the race.
But so you're confident you can continue to be a leader in some races again?
Yeah, I'm confident, very confident. Obviously there was only just over a year ago when I was winning stuff like Tour of California and finished on the podium in a bunch of stage races. So obviously I can still be competitive in them, and I believe I've still got the spark, and the team still believes it. So we'll be hard at work at that.